رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربي زدني علما اللهم فقهنا في الدين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, everyone. I hope that you all are good and I hope that you all are enjoying your Ramadan. Today we're going to be talking about the Fiqh of Ramadan, and this is part 2. So the first topic we're going to be talking about is who is allowed to break the fast. One of the ways in which Allah has made things easy for His slaves is that He has only enjoined fasting upon those who are able to do it. And He has excused those who are unable to fast for a legitimate reason. So the first person who is excused from fasting is a sick person. The sick person who fears that fasting may make his sickness worse or that it will slow down his recovery or damage a part of his body has the option of not fasting, and indeed it is sunnah for him not to fast, because it may lead to his death. So he has to be cautious and protect himself. Moreover, if the sick person is very ill, that makes it permissible for him not to fast. But if a healthy person fears difficulty or tiredness, it is not permissible for him to break his fast. So what this point means is that if there's a sick person who needs his medications to keep him alive, he is allowed not to fast. But if we have a healthy person who has a little bit of cough or a little bit of flu or is getting hungry or tired, he is not allowed to break his fast. The next point we have is traveling. So in order for traveling to be an excuse from fasting, the following conditions must be met. So the journey must be long enough that the prayers may be shortened. The person who is traveling must not intend to settle in the place which he travels to. And the person's journey must not be for any sinful purpose. Number 3, we have old age people. Old age refers to one who is old and has lost his strength or who is approaching death, so that every day he becomes weaker until he dies, or who is suffering from a terminal illness and has no hope of recovery. The evidence that is prescribed for such people not to fast is in Surah Al-Baqarah verse number 184, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "And as for those who can fast with difficulty, example an old man, they have a choice either to fast or to feed a miskin, which is a poor person, for every day that they did not fast." So what this means is that this ayah applies to the old men or the old women who cannot fast, and for each day they did not fast, they should feed one poor person. Point number 4 we have is intense hunger and thirst. If a person is overtaken by intense hunger or unbearable thirst, then he should break his fast and eat just as much as he needs to ward off that hunger. Then he should refrain from eating for the rest of the day and make up that fast later on. So what does this mean by intense hunger and thirst? It means that if you're becoming weak, or if someone's becoming dehydrated, that they might faint, in those life-threatening moments, you can break your fast. Number 5 we have is compulsion. Compulsion means one person forcing another to do something or not to do something against his will by means of threats. So what this means is that if a person forces a Muslim to eat while they're fasting, or else they may harm him or kill him, in those cases you may break your fast. So now let's go on to the points one more time. We have traveling, we have old age, sickness, compulsion, and intense hunger and thirst. That's all for today's lesson. I hope that you all enjoyed, and I hope that you all complete the quiz sent to you and the activity as well. Jazakallah khair, and see you tomorrow with a new lesson.